Now from the riverfront of the Ohio, sellout crowd has arrived at Acor Stadium in Cincinnati. Here's Evan McPherson. And off we go here in Cincinnati. He fields it at the 8. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Jaleel McLaughlin. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Jair Alexander up from the secondary to make the stop. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run. This is Jalen Warren. And he'll get forward for about a yard, with Justin Reed up from the safety spot to make the stop. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Off-balance throw, it's complete. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Denver first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
A gain there of 21. First down, Broncos.
Got it. Ready? 19, 18. Come on. Set. Ready.
On the ground, McLaughlin. Finding space at the 15. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. The next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
70 Lions.
Here's a run. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6. Here now, second down and goal. Play action now. It's Nix. Now he takes off. Hard running close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts.
Coming into the game, this is something defensively you have to be aware of. If this quarterback gets a chance and he sees some daylight, he's going to try to take it in on his own. But not in this case. They were quick to react, stop him short. Now brings up 3rd and goal.
The ball inches from the goal line. 3rd and goal. They'll let the fullback try to push the punt. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. That his first touchdown of the new year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. First and 10.
Gun. 12. 11. 11 empty.
And in
11
motion,
empty.
it's Diggs.
Shot.
They'll run with the 2nd-round pick in the April draft. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's get set.
They go play action for Burrow. That's complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
And that is incomplete.
It seemed there was a bit of a busted coverage in the secondary, and I think that's what led that receiver to be so wide open. And that's a ball that just needs to be put on him. It doesn't have to be a perfect throw. It doesn't have to be thrown on the money. Just make it catchable and take advantage of that opportunity.
Stop.
Second down, Burrow. That's to the left side and taken in by Diggs. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. That is a big play for Cincinnati. 32 yards. Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it first and goal.
11. Stop.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Bengals. Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. His kick is good. And the Bengals come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
Okay, ready? Here we go.
On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
He will air this out, looking for Sutton. And he will go all the way. Cortland Sutton, touchdown Broncos. A beautiful combination in the air there, the pass downfield, and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Here's Seibert now for the point after. He knocks it through. And the Broncos will move out to a 14-7 lead. Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. He'll start at the 4. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
On 2, ready?
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Stop.
They'll begin here on the ground. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. We are through 1. 14-7 is our score. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this.
On 1, ready?
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
Here we go.
Man in motion, it's Diggs.
To Hunt.
Now a second down throw for Burrow. He'll get this complete to Wiley, his tight end.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground. And they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
Burrow now to throw on first down. Caught by the tight end, Wiley. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Open man, downfield, Chase has it. A pickup there of 28 yards.
Here we go.
On first down, Burrow. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
Burrow here on second down. That is hauled in at the 5. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. We are all square. 14 apiece the score as this one's away. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield. So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Let's go. Check go.
They run with Warren. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
He's going to have the first down and then some. And he's in. Cortland Sutton. Touchdown, Denver. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Seibert's extra point is true. The Broncos have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. This is Turner. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
On 1, ready?
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start
Thomas.
from the 24.
Here we go, here we go. Start.
This drive will start on the ground, and that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 12, 12, 12.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Passing right side, and Chase has it. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire
11
time.
MT, 11 MT.
Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
It'll be a pickup of 10, and the Bengals going to have a first down.
You can see the trust they have in this running back and the offensive line. You're facing a 3-and-out.
Here we go,
You're
here we
trying
go.
to extend this drive, turn around, hand it to the guy behind you, and let him do the rest.
They bring Chase in motion.
Stop.
On first and 10, Burrow. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended.
Here we go.
Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Stop.
Now a toss play, running left, and he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati in a moment. What can they do here on third down and 7?
Stop. 11, Thomas. 11, 11,
And in
11,
motion,
11.
it's Diggs.
11, 11. 11, 11, 11. Stop.
Burrow from out of the gun here on third down. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
11, MT, take. 11, stop.
To throw is Burrow. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this second down play.
Mighty. 11, mighty. Let's get set. 11, MT. 11, MT. 11, MT, take. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12. Stop.
To throw is Burrow. He'll let this go deep for Tolbert. That is brought in. They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10.
11, 11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12.
Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second. And they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. Here's first and 10.
Here we go. 11, 11.
They bring Chase in motion.
12, 12, 12. Stop.
A first down throw for Burrow. Diggs on the reception. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
11,
Second
Thomas.
and a yard.
Brings up second and 1 at the 8-yard line.
Stop.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. First down.
Here we go. Here we go. Stop.
To the 5-yard line. So now the Bengals use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. Ball right on the 5-yard line, second down and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll send him over to the left. Burrow to throw. Oh, he feels the pressure, and he'll go down back at the 6. So we reach halftime here, and the visiting Broncos are on top. As we'll get you down to Orlando now, that's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Yeah! And he'll be out of bounds on the return, and the drive will begin there. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Shot.
Here's a run to begin this third quarter. Up the sideline to the 40. And out of bounds he goes, just shy of midfield. A gain there of 27 yards.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
Here we go.
Throwing is Burrow. That's into the hands of Diggs. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
Gun. Shot.
Now Burrow on the bootleg. Now he'll run.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
Let's get set.
Up the middle they go. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Robert Spillane spills him there.
On point, ready?
You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches.
Here we go. 11, Thomas. Shot.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. He manages to give the throw away and completes it. Burrow and his favorite target, Chase, for the Cincinnati first down.
11. Here we go. Shot.
Here's a run going left, and he's inside the 10, pushing forward for a gain of 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
11. Shot.
Now, Burrow. He's going to tuck it, and he will score. Joe Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
And that's going to be short, not making it to the landing zone, so this means the ball's going to come out to the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
We'll start this on the ground with Warren. And it's a short pickup to about the 42. Chris Jenkins there on the tackle. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Third and long. Go! Working out of the gun. It's Nix. To the outside. Hauled in by Sutton. He had 2 touchdowns earlier. Looking to see what he can do here in this second half. That grab gets them a 1st down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go now.
A run here. It's McLaughlin. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped this was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
He'll try to run for it. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a 1st down.
Anytime the quarterback has the ability to extend the play with his legs, it just puts so much pressure on the defense. Here you are thinking you have all the routes manned up, there's nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he breaks the pocket, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down. This is intercepted. And the Bengals will get the ball at their own 17-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Here we go, here we go. Dad.
Burrow now. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here. Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
MT, 11 MT. Dad.
2nd down. Burrow. That's caught field by Diggs. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 now from the 36.
Here we go.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Stop.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle.
Penetration is the key to run defense. Stop the running back before he has a chance to get started. That's exactly how it played out here.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd
Gun.
and 14.
Stop. Stop.
They'll stick with him again. And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up 3rd down.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. 11. Stop.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. He'll find Chase. That's complete. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
You never know which play is going to be the one that sways the game in your favor, and that could be it right there. I mean, to set up 1st and goal with that last pass completion, now they can really take their time. There is an element of working some of this clock down. You know you at least have a field goal try, if not a touchdown. The last piece of the puzzle is just don't give the ball back to your opponent with too much time to go down and answer your score.
Here we go. 12. Stop.
They'll try to run this one in. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals go up by 7, 28-21. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Play action now. It's Nix. Left side. That's complete. It's Sutton. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
When done properly, crossing routes are a great way to get your receivers the ball in space with room to run after the catch. And that's exactly what they're able to do here, executed to perfection. And they pick up a ton of yards after the catch.
And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Let's go.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. That is intercepted. Picked off by Cam Taylor-Britt. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
A toss, left side, caught by his running back. He's got room to roam. And he will score again. Touchdown, Bengals. 3 touchdowns for the game. His first 3 of the year. McPherson now for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Bengals will open it up even further. here in this fourth quarter. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Marvin Mims there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. Here's a screen from McLaughlin. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. And he's out of bounds with the 1st down. So they get a new set of downs and just as importantly stop the clock.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Now a timeout, Denver. That's their 2nd. They stop it here with 1:07 on the clock. One timeout at their disposal, but the more pressing need, they have to score twice. It's 1st and 10. They'll stick to the ground. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. That's complete. It's McLaughlin. And he goes out of bounds at the 3. And from there, it's going to be 1st and goal.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing.
The Broncos going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. We'll stop it with a little over 30 left in the game. Now, 2nd and goal. Back to throw is Nix. This one caught at the 4. Let's give him a yard down to the 3-yard line. So this one in the win column for the Bengals. They get the job done here at home, and they follow the opening weekend victory with another here to move to 2-0 on the season. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.